In gaming, nothing hits harder than a good combat system. Not just flashy animations, but feel, flow, and the perfect balance between challenge and control. Today I'm ranking my top 5 games with the best combat system, and trust me, these aren't just hype, they're master classes in game design. But before we do jump in like always, do make sure to give me a sub and like this video. We're on the road to 1,100 now, which is a crazy milestone. I do thank all of you, but we're nearly there, so let's just get it. Spider-Man 2 takes what made the original great and tightens it. Dual character combat, faster enemy reads, and slick synergy between aerial combos and gadget usage. What makes it stand out is how much control it gives you. Dodges are snappy, combos link seamlessly, and you can instantly switch from melee to environmental takedowns without missing a beat. It's not just about style, it's about momentum. Plus, the dual Spider-Men let you explore 2 unique fighting styles. Miles' Venom powers and Peter's symbiote form add even more variety to an already tight system. The Arkham series practically birthed the modern third-person combat system. The movement-to-movement action is built around counters and rhythms. Timing is everything. One misstimmed button and you lose your flow. What makes Arkham unique is its combat choreography. Batman moves like a predator, efficient, brutal, and always in control. You can counter, use gadgets mid-fight, and seamlessly switch targets as you rack up combos. The sound design, the crunch of a finishing blow, the swoosh of a cape, the cracking of the bones makes every hit land hard. This is a system that's been emulated by dozens of games, but no one has ever done it quite as well. Devil May Cry 5 is a style incarnate. It's not just about defeating enemies, it's about how you do it. You're graded after every encounter, and that SS pushes you to experiment to link weapons creatively and to turn every fight into a performance. Each character feels different. Dante is a walking arsenal with endless weapon swaps. Nero has his devil breakers with explosive tech. V commands beasts from a distance. The freedom is what stands out. You're encouraged to express yourself through combat, creating your own flashy moveset and maximizing both speed and spectacle. Devil May Cry 5 doesn't just want you to win, it wants you to win with style. What makes Devil May Cry 5's combat so special is the freedom of expression it gives players. You're rewarded for experimentation, for creativity, and for flair. Every encounter is a blank canvas, and the combat system is your brush. Jedi Survivor strikes the perfect balance between power and precision. Cal Kestis isn't a god, he's a Jedi learning control, and the combat reflects that. Lightsaber battles have a satisfying weight. Every swing, every block, and every parry feels deliberate. You can't just button mash, you need to think, react, and time your moves. The variety of saber stances from dual blades to crossguard each change your rhythm and strategy. Pair that with the force, like pushing enemies into walls, slowing time, or deflecting blaster bolts, and the system becomes both cinematic and tactical. Fighting stormtroopers is fun. It's a system that feels built for the fans, immersive, tense, and deeply satisfying.
Fascinating. Will you join me, starving wolf?
Sekiro doesn't pull punches, and that's what makes it great. From Software ripped this straight out of an RPG and said, can you master the blade? The combat is built entirely on posture, timing, and mental composure. Every encounter feels like a sword duel, parrying at the exact frame, dodging only when needed, striking at the perfect opening. You don't win because of stats, you win because you understand your enemy. You've studied their moves, adapt your reflexes, and made peace with failure. Bosses don't just test your skill, they test your willpower. And when you finally land that finishing death blow and release off tension is unforgettable. Sekiro isn't forgiving, but it is honest, and that's what makes the combat legendary. Now I just want to give my honourable mentions for the games that were going to make the list, but sadly didn't. Number 1 is Ghost of Tsushima. I was originally going to put this on the list, but I was like halfway through making the list, and I had already put down most of the spots I would have took this for. So I decided to keep it in the honourable mentions, but this would have definitely took like 4th or maybe 3rd place, but I don't know how I would have fitted it all in. Now, another one I had was God of War Ragnarok or 2018, either one, but I'm more inclined to probably say Ragnarok because it gave more improvements to the first game. But honestly, I would have probably put these two on the list as well, or one of them at least, because they do have some insane combat. It's not the most revolutionary, but when you look at it from like a boss standpoint and you're actually fighting bosses, it's quite good for what it is. And now for my final pick, it would probably have to be any of the Souls games, honestly. Like, I know I've already put Sekiro on the list, but I think like Elden Ring or a Dark Souls 3 could potentially also take one of the spots. But anyway, guys, that will actually conclude this video. If you guys thought my top 5 was valid or, somewhat good, let me know in the comments. And if you do disagree, I also do want to know in the comments what your top 5 may be. But if you guys want to see more videos on these kind of topics and lean more into gaming than, TV shows and anime and stuff like that, let me know, because I'm honestly open for suggestions. But anyway, if you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to give it a like, subscribe, and join the Discord if you haven't already. But I'm not going to waste too much more of your time. Have a good one, guys.